Hello everyone and welcome back to Blackjack. I'm Blackjack Aviani. And today's episode of Death Battle, Steven Universe vs. Star Butterfly. I have never seen either of these shows! Woo! I also have to continuously watch Athena. Athena! Because she keeps picking at herself. Bird. Anyway, hopefully we won't have a repeat of last week. I was going to say last week, but it was 2 weeks ago, where I had to pause the recording at one point, and then when I came back, I accidentally turned off the recording, so... Okay. Alright, well, let's just get into it. I saw the previews, I read the comments, I have still no idea what either of these are capable of. Oh.
Steven Universe, a superpowered half-human, half-gem teenager.
And Star Butterfly, wild child princess from another dimension.
Okay.
They struggle with their responsibilities to save the world, but when pitted against each other, who's...
This episode contains major spoilers for Steven Universe Future, and Starverse Forces of Evil. Yeah, I kind of figured it would. It's like a few weeks ago when they had the Attack on Titan one, people were complaining that it spoiled the end of Attack on Titan even though they said they would.
Heroics will triumph.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
It's like, okay, I can see being angry about unlabeled spoilers,
A death battle.
but if someone tells you that's going to be a spoiler, it's different.
Superpower set on conquering the universe for their own
Bacteriophage.
Literally diamonds, like shiny alien rock people.
As
Nice.
the most powerful of the gems, the diamonds led armies of lesser gems, including pearls, amethysts, and others, to prepare planets for destruction by the Authority.
I
These
see.
armies were trusted.
What would the point of that be?
But they had an enemy rock person, Rose Quartz. She'd been living on Earth and really liked the place, so she was leading her own group of gems in
Ah, yes.
the
The show is heavily
Crystal
inspired by
To which the
Utena.
three diamonds of the Authority
Who would she
responded
fight in
by
Death Battle? I
trying
heard,
to destroy
Sapphire.
every gem left on Earth.
That sounds like overkill.
Princess
But in
Sapphire.
a huge blast of light, every gem was corrupted or destroyed.
I've
Except
also
for
heard
Rose and her
Pearl.
closest gems, a garnet and pearl. She'd managed to defend them all with her shield.
Given the light emanating from this
I
attack
see.
and its distance, we can estimate it to be over 843 million tenajoules per second of energy.
Okay, by Yellow Diamond's testimony, White Diamond has not left Homeworld in eons. This means the diamonds must have attacked from Homeworld millions of light years away. Goodness.
Jewels? More like jewels, am I right?
That's what I said?
No, like with a W. Never mind.
Well, now with the diamonds rebuffed, Rose was able to settle down, and she even met a human she got along.
Didn't she turn out to be Pink Diamond? I remember there was like some massive revelation near the end of the series.
Greg Universe.
What a badass. I wish my last name was Universe. They got along so well that one thing led to another, and, whoops. Rose had to give up her body so their son could be born.
Oh
True to
my.
his heritage, Steven has many gem-related powers. Since when Rose gave up her body to create him, she effectively
He's 16?
gave him all of her power as well, including her own gem. And while Steven's a stalwart pacifist, this led to him following in her footsteps to defend Earth from the diamonds when they inevitably return.
Of
He's got
course.
plenty of ways to defend himself and the others. He can create shields and bubbles to protect from different attacks, use bubbles to teleport things away,
Lots
and
of bubbles.
shape-shift to get bigger.
He can also control his personal gravity to float or jump as high as he wants. And
Cool.
he can even fuse with other gems, or sometimes a human.
Wonder what a fusion between us would look
Oh
like.
no.
Fusions tend to result in a
Someone
more
has
powerful entity than the sum of
probably
its parts,
drawn
but I'm not sure that...
Okay, fusions usually require a strong emotional connection and consent from at least one outside party. Is not an ability that Steven can rely on by himself. So I wonder what... You can't see her. She is, biting the cabinet. Bert! No. Let's be honest, it was inevitable that it would turn out this way. Come here. Come on. No. Alright. We're gonna watch something.
That would happen.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't be able to handle it.
Sure. Anyway, as a gem, Steven is much
Healing
stronger than
saliva.
an average child. While he doesn't look for conflict always seems to find him. Like when he's taken on huge monsters or pushed through the G-forces of...
Okay, speed of descent regulation. So, it also controls he can go up, right? Diamond aura, whatever that means. Healing saliva. Phyto animation. Plants? Algae? What does phyto mean? Shapeshifting. Pink Steven. They have to elaborate on that. Empathic telepathy. Mind transference. Matter transference device. Mind linking and astral projection. My goodness. This kid is loaded for bear.
Faster than light travel.
And when he's in a fight, he combines that crazy strength with awesome speed and agility. He can outrun an alien security system with electric fire and ice attacks.
Cool.
And he's dodged lasers. Even if he can't get away in time, Steven survived an entire temple exploding and taken
Of course
hits
he
from
did.
a bunch of gems, which is huge. I mean, Garnet once punched so hard she could split a mountain.
Another gem he's on par with, Lapis, telekinetically lifted the entire ocean into the atmosphere. Boomstick, do you know how heavy the ocean is?
No, do you know how heavy the ocean is?
The effort required for that would be anywhere from 92 petatons to over 10 zetatons of TNT.
Man, that's a lot of water. His bubble and shield are also way stronger than they look, since they can defend against attacks from the diamonds themselves. Not even Steven's spit could have helped with that attack. Oh, if you haven't heard, his spit can heal people.
His saliva can even give plants, like fruit, humanoid form. Just spitting out seeds from a watermelon has gotten Steven in quite a bind before.
And I noticed that in the preview, he had a slice of watermelon next to him.
Not gonna pop up and attack me, is it?
No, Boomstick. Regular watermelons don't attack people. But depending on Steven's emotional state, he has varying control over his plant-based life form.
Oh my.
You gonna eat that? Aside from his spit, Steven's tears have brought people back from the dead. They just turn pink and have
Just a moment. Dad, I am recording. No, literally cannot listen to you. So I have a feeling if Steven wins, he's just going to do that to Star, because they've got to have a happy ending for these characters. They've established before, like Twilight Sparkle versus Raven, that spoilers. That's why the death was ambiguous, and Twilight just kind of was in a hole. So, yeah. Because they said kids are going to be watching these.
powers of their own after. It's weird.
Oh my.
Despite not being one to pursue conflict, Steven's been stuck for a while making the best of carrying on Rose's duty. So his kindness and feelings of responsibility for those around him push him to use those healing abilities whenever he can. He can even mend himself with accelerated healing that lets him fix fractures and minor injuries nearly immediately.
And when Steven's knocked out, he can leave his physical body, sort of like a ghost. The drawback is he can't physically interact with it.
Okay. Steven wants to use his telekinetic powers to pacify the cluster, a planet-threatening entity. He does so by befriending the cluster, after which it helps Steven bubble itself.
Anything while he's projecting. But when Steven goes to sleep normally, he can possess other people's bodies. Good luck trying to fall asleep in a fight, though. I've tried.
But protecting the Earth wasn't the only surprise Steven's mother left for him. As it turns out, she was never actually Quartz at all. She was, in fact, Pink Diamond, one of the heads of the Diamond Authority.
What?
Despite being sent to Earth to conquer it, she fell in love with the planet, which led her to give up her title and transform into Rose Quartz. All of this was withheld from Steven for most of his life, as Pearl worried how the truth might change him.
Oh, believe me, parental trauma will take a toll on anyone's mental state. And when Steven gets too overwhelmed, he taps into his latent diamond abilities, making everything way stronger and way killier.
In this,
nice.
His pink state, he's so fast.
Wait, so all of that was just base Steven? Manifestation of past trauma. I wish mine had superpower abilities. I could finally get revenge. You think I'm joking? I am not. Taps into latent diamond power, increased physical ability and flight, enhanced phyto animation, so there's going to be a lot of watermelons walking around. Stronger hexagonal shields, can shapeshift into monster state, far less control over self and abilities.
Perception of time slows to a crawl. His bubble and shield become hexagonal and strong enough to crush other gems.
Wow.
Like when he lost control of his emotions in a fight with Jasper and killed her.
He did come back to life with his super tears, but that kind of stuff made him think he was a monster, and he basically turned into a pink state Godzilla.
But this wasn't Steven hulking out all of a sudden. It was the result of a full emotional breakdown after years of stress and trauma.
Luckily, his friends came in clutch, and it worked out okay. But he's
Wait,
still
including the other
risking becoming a
diamonds?
monster if he's ever...
Okay. Bluebird, finally someone not named after a gem. Okay, overpowered and passed away at the cluster. Survived the G-forces of faster than light travel. Dodge light based attack. Shield can block attack from 3 diamonds. Is that at once? Led Homeworld into Era 3.
Emotionally broken.
With the support of the crystal gems, his dad, and his friends, Steven managed to work through his personal issues, so hopefully he's not faced with becoming a monster ever again.
So that's one less monster to worry about, Tokyo. And since Monster Steven has the same power as his pink state, just with absolutely no control, Steven's still powerful enough to take on anything in his way.
Of course, if it was up to Steven Universe, everyone would just be friends.
Garnet, amethyst, and pearl, and Steven!
So we're going to emotionally traumatize this child.
At his school, he thought he was just making a new friend from a different place.
And he definitely didn't think she'd be a magical princess who...
See, I thought she was supposed to be a demon. She wears the little devil horns. So that's just a fashion accessory?
Was a little weird and a little wild. And on top of bringing magic to Earth, she might have brought along a few extras as well. This displaced heir to the throne and defender against monsters was none other than Star Butterfly.
How about that?
She may have been backed up by generations of...
Hang on. She's formerly the queen? Casual unicorn
her, and super strong in her own right, but Star wasn't the perfect princess.
She would have been sent to the terrifying and personality-draining St. Olga's School for Wayward Princesses, but luckily, Star's parents...
So it's all specifically princesses, but they don't use their diplomatic powers or leadership roles
really isn't the best
or
place
anything.
for her to be practicing magic. We're not used to people casually casting spells here. What'll humans say?
Well, since Star is a Mumin...
What the f*** is a Mumin?
That's what the people of Muni are called. She's already superhuman compared to her peers on Earth. She survived a blast that leveled the top of Castle Muni, and can use her wings to help her get out of the way in a pinch.
What, those tiny things? There's no way she can actually fly with them. At least she can make
a
a
bit.
bubble around herself to defend against attacks.
Probably
Her
more than you
butterfly
can.
heritage also grants her the magic instruction book. This spell book is incredibly important as it can...
See, I asked about this. I asked if her spellbook can be destroyed, and people were saying she hardly ever actually uses it. So that's... I have to trust the people in the comments.
It's created by all the magical rulers of Muni that came before her, and she creates her own spells too, like Cupcake Blast, which fires a beam filled with cupcakes.
Yeah.
Okay, half of these spells don't make any...
Okay, Cataclysmic Total Extinction Death Blast. How do I have a feeling that's just there to sound cool? Dagger Crustal Heart Attack. Okay. Okay. Her wand tastes like caramel corn. Gotcha.
Any sense? Jelly bean hallucination mist? Starfish tsunami? What the hell are these names? I want a jelly bean hallucination mist. I feel like you pay for that at like a high-end.
More notable spells.
They're kind of self-explanatory. Creating
Spider
your
with
own
a top
spells
hat.
does mean they can pretty much be anything. Take one of her summons, for example, which are...
Okay, Star once used a time freeze spell that knocked Father Time off his wheel. His wheel? Is he like a hamster? However, she decided to never use it ever again, and likely can't, due to Father Time changing how the Wheel of Time is moved.
effectively creatures rely
All
on
right.
magic to survive. So what happens when you combine unicorns, stampedes, and war?
Oh, I know this one! Warnicorn Stampede!
Cool.
Now I get where Spider with a top hat came from.
That spider's one of Star's self-professed most powerful summons, with
I
his
see.
own minigun to boot.
So
Cool.
naturally she can kick monsters' butts with her spells thanks to her magical wand. But she better watch out, because a lot of those monsters want to use it for themselves.
Yeah,
The wand
well,
combined with her training means she has some incredible destructive power. She's blasted apart walls, temples, and a throne room. Her mother even said her wand could blow up a universe, and one of her ancestors did exactly that.
what to do when you
Star's
explode a
ancestors
dimension?
skyway
That's a
wanted
dimension, not a universe. Oh,
Something explode
I wanted to rip the Earth in two, feel the heat from its center.
one day. So
Maxie.
why not an entire dimension?
And remember that book we mentioned earlier? Skywin recorded her experience specifically so her successors would know what to do if they also wanted to destroy a dimension.
Okay.
So Star should be able to do this, since she's known to be an incredibly strong princess, on top of being the heir to the Butterfly Spellbook.
Speaking of
All
destroying things, her thermonuclear butterfly blast has wrecked a house. And according to Star, her mega explosive crystal laser is powerful enough to obliterate planets.
But I just
She
used it to
just likes to
distract
use it
large
to
cats.
play with cats like a
Yeah.
laser pointer.
Star has spells for more than just destruction, though, like her Bunny Rabbit Blast, which she's used to catch up to cars. And one of the monsters she's fought, Meteora, has deflected lightning. Being able
I
to
know
fight
that
on par
album.
with Meteora means Star's able to reach speeds over Mach 1000. But if
Okay.
all that wasn't enough for you, once Star went through puberty,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh,
she learned how to access and control her far more powerful butterfly form.
Now
nice.
that's a set of wings. I just wish peering into her eyes wasn't like peering into the 9 layers of hell.
It's obviously a stand-in for puberty. Star compared the process of attaining it to, quote, suddenly looking at boys as if they were made of bacon.
Oh,
like
no.
You've never eaten it in your life, and all you want to eat is bacon.
So what you're saying is if I eat enough bacon, I can get magical powers?
Anyway, through her time in various...
Okay. Broke the exterior of a magic temple. Used magic without a wand. Outraced a car. Destroy planets. Possesses magic capable of destroying a dimension. Participate in destroying the realm of magic. Okay. I heard about this. People were very upset at the ending because she basically commits genocide. So, yeah. And I was thinking, is it anything like the ending to Final Fantasy VI, where all the Espers die, but it's not actually the fault of the party? But apparently no, Star just straight out decides that magic shouldn't exist anymore.
fighting monsters and defending
I
her
don't get
friends,
how it's up to
Star's
one
become
person.
strong enough on her own that she no longer needs her wand. In fact, her wand only ever served as training wheels to help her harness this
Interesting.
magic herself.
Soon enough, though, she realized monsters weren't actually the bad guys. So she started to fight for them instead of against them.
Cool.
This wasn't a popular decision with humans, but Star knew it was the right choice and followed through. Unfortunately, the fighting continued, and Star realized in order to truly quell the conflict, she needed to fight magic itself.
So
see.
her mother, her great-whatever-grandmother, and Meteora all banded together to cast the Whispering Spell in the realm of magic.
Okay,
This
so it's up to
spell is
4
designed
people.
to silence or end magic, and when cast within the realm of magic, it destroyed magic itself. All of it.
But doesn't that mean
Yeah.
she killed all the magical creatures across the different dimensions because they need
Yeah.
magic to survive?
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Well,
Yeah.
destroying magic and every magical creature in existence. Star was
Seems like
finally
something you
able
should
to
be
bring
talking
peace
about.
to Muni.
Star had a lot of growing up to do when she was sent to Earth, but she learned to control her powers and led her country to peace.
Mostly.
Now, she's truly grown from her chrysalis into a butterfly.
Who's ready for a bloody, bloody bloodbath?
All right.
All right, the buttons are set. From the data through all possibilities.
We don't talk about that, huh?
I'd like to take a moment to wish friends of the show.
And I'd like to take a moment to skip this fucking ad. Oh my god, it's still going. Oh my god. Get back up a little bit. Okay, well, they got a lot more into Steven's abilities, and quite frankly, he is OP. They did not, however, get into a lot of Star's abilities. Like, they didn't throw any big numbers at us. And as we know, I've been noticing that's a pattern. She seems to be limited only by her imagination. And although his upper limits seem to be absolutely extraordinary, his upper limits seem to be his emotional state. Which, you know, for a teenager, is already gonna be wibbly wobbly laminated paper sound effect. Right, Dane? You remember the teenage years, right? You're actually being a good bird right now. I love you. Well, I love you regardless, but now people understand why I love you so much. Yeah, you're so cute. And Sonic's being so cute over there. You probably can't hear it, but Sonic's chirping up a storm. Okay, so let's just dive into it. See? Watermelon. Oh yeah, she's TFS's Bulma. So yeah.
Oh no! What happened?
Wait! Sorry, wait. I can fix it.
Okay, I think I have a better idea.
Put her in the trash.
Wow. Grumpy much.
I'll cheer you up.
Stop, please.
She told you to stop. Everything further, or he told you to stop. My mind. Everything further now is self-defense.
What did sandcastles ever do to you?
I don't know.
Oh, there's the starfish. Oh no.
Right. Take your time.
Check this out.
She's just flinging all of these creatures at him. Oh!
Ow.
What's wrong?
Oh boy.
What's wrong with you? Just leave me.
Oh boy. Oh, they all get bigger.
See you later, Pinky.
Oh boy.
Whoa, that's neat.
See if you would just calm down and start talking to each other.
Goodbye, weird bug girl.
Yeah, but she doesn't need that.
Surrender.
Oh boy. Bye bye, entire town. Dang. Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
I won!
Oh. You gonna do anything about what you just did?
I don't think she won what she thought she won there. Steven definitely had a better sandcastle.
Steven's strength and healing abilities, Star was
Hey, that's 2
definitely
battles in a
between
row
that
where the
gem
person
and
who
a hard
takes their
place
ultimate
initially.
form
And
first
when
wins.
Steven went pink, made it a whole lot tougher on her.
And since Steven was an alien gem and not technically magic, Star's whispering spell couldn't touch him. But she still had the advantage in the end. Steven was physically
short
superior,
battle.
at least to Star's everyday appearance. Star can survive explosions worth a few dozen tons of TNT, but he could match Garnet's mountain-busting might.
However, everyone knows this matchup would rarely ever resolve in fisticuffs. Even with how out there some of Steven's powers were, the sheer versatility of Star's magic was simply not something he was equipped to outmaneuver or overcome.
Oh, I see. So he's not up
Laser
to...
beats mean he was faster than Star in her
He's
lightning
not
beats,
usually
but
up against
Star's butterfly
magic.
form and transportation magic meant she had plenty of ways to work around that. Not to mention, she mastered her superpowered bug form while Steven never mastered Pink State. And
Oh,
she didn't even
okay.
need her wand to go full power, so
Star's butterfly form and barriers utilize her magic as their power source. As such, their durability should comparable to her magic. Okay.
disarming her mid-jack squad.
It is possible Steven could match the Diamond was able to defend against them alone. 843 million tenajoules, or about 2 tenatons of TNT, is certainly nothing to scoff at.
But Star
Alright,
had
okay,
spells
let's
that
see.
could
Alright. While the size of the dimension Skywind destroyed is not specified, Queen Moon explicitly warned Star that the Royal Magic Wand possessed enough power to destroy their own universe. Okay. Moreover, Star's magic has defeated living embodiments of space-time, such as Omnitraxus Prime, a living universe, and ultimately played a major role in destroying magic as a whole. I see.
the whole planet, probably even a universe. Pun intended. She could basically one-up
Yeah.
any level of power Steven tried to throw at her, even if he did go full pink monster mode.
Steven was pushed to the limit and gave it his best, but Star's raw power and her versatile spellcasting were impossible to beat.
Butterfly on home, Star. You've had a gem you would win.
The winner is Star Butterfly. Thank you for watching. Stay
The,
tuned, we'll be jumping into the
genocidal
next matchup
teenager.
next week. But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there, and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Okay, all I know about next time is that it's going to be the last one before a break. Link versus Cloud. Fucking hell! That's a terrible matchup and it's on my birthday! That's a terrible matchup! I know they did it before, but it was terrible then too! Fucking hell! What do they have in common? They're blonde swordsmen. That's like it. If Link fights any Final Fantasy hero, it should be Furion or Warrior of Light. He has nothing in common with Cloud. Oh my god. And it's on my birthday. Fucking hell. You really gonna do me like this, Death Battle? You really gonna do me like this? You really gonna put one of the dumbest matchups you've ever had with absolutely nothing in common? Okay. In the words of Final Fantasy in a nutshell, Aerith, who, if you remember, I voiced. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Seriously. It's a total sham! Right, Theta? It's a total sham! Oh my god! It makes no sense! It made no sense when they did it years ago, and it makes no sense now! Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? When are they gonna have a Final Fantasy character in Death Battle who isn't from 7? I mean, could probably come up with, you know, so many people for, like, Yuna. Cecil would be nice. I mean, we all know I want to see Kefka in Death Battle. People are saying, because I asked about this in the Death Battle Discord a few days ago, and they were saying that FF characters are now OP because it was discovered that Dissidia is canon, and it means they scale to each other. And people also say that Kefka would totally stop Sephiroth, even though Seph has had, like, decades of wank added to his abilities list, and Kefka has basically just had Dissidia, where the only real development was that we find out he can take his god form basically anytime he wants, even though he's just, you know, regular size instead of enormous, taking up literally half the screen, like he did in the actual game. I was intending for my whole destruction of magic thing to be the only Final Fantasy VI reference I made this entire video. The only reference to the entire series, in fact, that I made this entire video. But apparently not. Apparently, they will force my hand. This hand? I just... Because I've seen a few people floated as a possible opponent for Kefka. I've seen Loki, which I really don't think he would win, because I don't think he can contend with reality warpers. I've seen Marks, which is apparently one of his better matchups, and I've seen Luca Blight from Suikoden, which I'm pretty sure Kefka could one-shot. Because I think apparently that comes down to just their general personalities. Although, from what I understand about Blight, I have an original character who would probably be a pretty good matchup for him. But we won't get into that, because I have to write more of that, so I can actually get it published, and you all can freaking read it. Oh my god, my teeth are yellow today. My teeth are perfectly healthy. It's just I was on tetracycline when they were growing in, and that turns your teeth yellow. They actually don't look this bad in person. That's just really, really bad lighting today. Yeah. I do have, this one does come down just a touch longer than the ones next to it. The wonders of having braces. Right, baby? Braces don't fix how long they... Okay, well, at least I'm talking about something other than Final Fantasy or this horrible matchup. So let's talk about this battle. That was a lot more of a graphic ending than I thought they were going to do, especially because they had just established why Twilight Sparkle's death wasn't graphic in any way. Steven got exploded, and then his gem shattered. And for a series like that, that's pretty graphic. We also saw melting skulls, although apparently you see that in actual Star vs. the Forces of Evil. So, like, yeah, when they were showing the actual footage, you saw stuff like that. So I guess that wasn't anything the target audience wouldn't be used to. But still, their whole thing about, you know, children are going to see this just kind of flew out the window in that ending, didn't it? Nope. And like I said, Steven would have had a way to bring her back, but she doesn't seem to have any way to bring him back. God. So Star, he told you no multiple times, and you did not learn your lesson. Fucking hell. What do you think, Bird? I gotta wonder what the creators of these shows think. I know, what's his face behind Danny Phantom, Butch Hartman, was like really into it, and apparently he did a reaction video. Goodness. Going back to my original story, I keep thinking about what would happen. The only character who I would really put in there would be my main villain, and it would be interesting because there's only one way to actually kill her, and only a few people know what it is, and even fewer people have access to it, so. Also, my main villain looks like Fiona Shaw, because Fiona Shaw is awesome. Yeah, she's my favorite actress. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Y'all only think of her as Petunia Dursley. She is so much more than that. Yeah. What do you think, Bird? My favorite actor is still Robin Williams. Haven't found anyone better. My favorite voice actor is Jameson Price. Favorite voice actress is, honestly, it's probably still Madeline Blaustein. Gosh, I miss her. And, oh god, that just leads me to people want one of her characters in Death Battle. People want to see the Rocket Trio, she was Meowth, versus the Peel-Off Gang. And that would be really, really freaking funny. But let's be honest, rocket durability is one of the most OP things in all of Pokemon. I mean, this is a series with literal gods, and this is still one of the most OP feats. Just the durability. And of course, has anything Jesse James and Meowth endured been worse than what Giovanni survived in the first movie? Because he survived his headquarters blowing up on him, and he was not at the epicenter, but relatively close to it. And cut to the episodes, and we see that not only did he survive, he got out of it literally without a scratch on him, because in like the very next episode we see him at the beach and he's got cut off shorts and he has no marks anywhere on him. He's not even bruised, and the only Pokemon he had out was Persian, which also survived the same thing. Persian doesn't know any like barrier spells, barrier attacks. So he just straight up tanked this, and so did his cat. Then, of course, the other fantastic rocket durability feat is in the fourth movie, where Vicious survives being electrocuted, having his jetpack explode on his back, consequently falling from about a half-mile up into the air, crashing into some trees, hitting very heavy branches on the way down, slamming into the ground, rolling down a hill, and he's just slightly winded. It knocks his mask off. He's able to speak and stand afterwards. And he doesn't seem hampered in his movements at all. He just is, like, slightly winded for, like, a second. Granted, then he gets, attacked by the full force of the forest, but, after what we just saw him survive... Seriously. Oh, goodness. Okay, so next time I don't frickin' know. I just find it weird that they're doing this in the middle of a saga for both of them, because Breath of the Wild 2 is probably going to get something announced at E3. But even then, it's not going to be out for a while. Even if it's out later this year, that's still several months. And the rest of the Final Fantasy releases, the FF7 remake, we don't have a date for those yet either, even if they come out later this year. Well, it's still not going to be the whole game. It might take us up to, End of disc 1. Oh my god, I could have died. I'm just going back to FF7 nutshell here. I think I blathered for longer than the actual video. Anyway. It's just kind of weird that they're not waiting for this to be actually done on either one of those. I mean, I know we have Age of Calamity, and that kind of hit us out of nowhere. A year ago, nobody knew anything about that game. Nobody knew it existed except the people making it. Whew. My. You're a silly birdie, Athena. You've been so nice and patient. Yes. I got your toes. I got your toes. Okay. I am in a giggly mood. I was up till like 6 a.m. watching somebody try and beat the first Kingdom Hearts. She got to Chernobog, thought it was the final boss. Nope. Okay. Well, until next time, I'm Blackjack Gabbiani.